Bug-type Pokemon have never been my favorite type, but when I think about it, they have a lot of my favorite Pokemon. Scyther, Scizor, Ninjask, the list goes on. It makes me wonder why I never decided to give them a shot. Well, today, we change that. You better spray yourself with Max Repel because today, you're joining the Bug Gym. Okay, let's look at our team here. So, you'll see that our team is kinda super physical. I wasn't going to bring Scissor, but I ended up bringing him because I'm like, oh, we're going to use Bugsy. I want to bring like Scyther, but Scyther obviously isn't in the game, so Scissor. I'm just not going to Mega Evolve to make it different from this Steel Gem. But our team here is Volcarona, coming with our special attack damage. I'm not running Protect on this for some reason. Don't ask me. But I think I only used them for one game, so I didn't really get to have a lot of fun with them. Same with Arachnid. I wanted to use them. White Guard is such a useful ability, especially against other rock slides, but my team was mostly these four on the bottom. Now, I'm be honest, guys, this team makes me feel evil. There is a game, and this is coming up, where I just went all in evil. I said, forget it. I'm curious how evil I can be, but as you see here, Cleaver with the Choice Scarf. We're gonna do some rock slides. Hopefully, get that flinch or those early knockouts. We have Pinsir here. Now I'm running Pinsir, Mega Pinsir. So their ability as a Mega is they can. It's basically like Dragon Eyes from Feraligatr. All their normal moves turn into flying moves. Gets a boost. So you see, I put Feint on them, and then Feint's going to turn into a fly move and get that boost. But it's also such a high priority that it's always going to go first. And if they try to protect, it can kind of pick somebody off for protect. Because you're starting to notice, like the Still Gem and this one, I'm starting to experiment a little bit more with like Feint. See how useful it is. Since protect is so important in doubles, I'm noticing Feint is like such a good threatening tool to use. We'll go to the villain themselves. The villain, I'm be honest, guys. I use them to sleep a lot of people because, I mean, Compound Eyes sleep. It was nefarious. I like it felt so bad that I was disgusted with myself. But as a bug type gym leader, hey, we got to use whatever we got to use to win, right? And then we have Scissor here. I took off the dual wing beat I had before because we have so much coverage for flying with the rocks. So I went back to close combat just in case we run into any bridges or we need to hit somebody hard or another still type, things such as that. But yeah, this is our team. Let's just jump into the matches and see how they do. I have nothing much else to say here. Let's go. Okay, so here's our first match. Now, this team, the only thing I really need to worry about is the Villain, I believe, because we have a very physical team, and if they can get burn on us, we are basically nerfing ourselves. So I was thinking, okay, I could bring Cleaver and bring Scissor. This, just in case they bring Aerodactyl, I can try to bullet punch it, get rid of it, and then have Cleaver there to follow up with a rock slide that's going to hit them both and break any sash they might have. Volcarona, I'm in the back because I'm like, oh well, they can't be burned. They're a special attacker, um, and I kind of have them there for King Gambit. I'll be honest. Looking back at my team here, I'm wondering what my answer to Basiligian was here. I do have Night Slash on Cleaver, but I don't think it's enough to one-shot. But yeah, this guy's taking his time choosing his team, so I guess in the meantime we'll just talk about the bug team. So I actually really enjoyed this team. Now, we went through so many different versions, and like the game before this one, we got our butts handed to us, but I used that match to kind of understand how I want to play them, and then this is like the start of like, okay, let's do the strategies we practice. All right, so let's jump in. Starting day at the bug gym. Let's see how things go. So they start with Villain and Aerodactyl. I kind of predicted this. That's why I went with Scizor and his granddaddy Cleavor. Cleaver's like, "Oh, look out, Sonny! I'll handle this one." And Scissor's like, "Yeah, whatever, Gramps." You got the Metal Sleek and the Rock Shag, and I like it. So we're gonna start off with the Rock Slide. Hit them both. I'm expecting a Rage Powder from Villain, but just in case, I'm gonna still do Bullet Punch to threaten this Aerodactyl. Now, this does suck because both my Pokemon will be getting burned by this. But that's okay. You know, like, if we can get Villain out of here, at least we have our Pokemon in the back. But we also definitely have to get rid of Aerodactyl because it's just a threat with that Rock Slide. So Spicy Spray burns me, crying on the inside. And Cleaver uses Rock Slide. Now, we do take out Aerodactyl with that, which really surprised me. I was like, oh, okay. And also, so I'm noticing, this is going to be, you guys are going to laugh at me. I thought Grass resisted Rock, but that was super effective on Villain and on Aerodactyl, which is also interesting to me that Rock doesn't resist Rock, because I would think hard versus hard, but never mind that. That's just showing how not good I am. So they bring in Kingambit, and I'm not afraid of this. I'm like, okay, bring in Kingambit, because we switched out Dual Wing Beat specifically for this, and Villain protects. So I'm not worried about them. Like, there's literally nothing they can do to us right now. So I am burned, but we're doing a 4 times hit to this guy. Now he Iron Heads in the Cleavor, and it kills me. I'm like, oh, of course, because Steel is strong against Rock. So we go down, and now we're looking pretty even. Close Combat comes in, brings him low, and I was burned. So I'm like, oh man, that would have probably killed if I wasn't burned here, but that's fine. Because they don't really have anything on the field that threatens me unless this Villain has Flamethrower. But the thing with that is, Volcarona. Okay, this Pokemon, am I going crazy? I could have sworn there's like 2 versions of this Pokemon. Like, there's this one, and then there's like this monster version of it that has like a tail. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. But going back at this, so I'm like, okay, I'll do some spread damage with Heat Wave. But they go for the Sucker Punch, and I get the burn off on him. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you want to burn my team? We could burn you too. And then he dodges, and I'm like, okay, well, never mind about that. But Villain goes down, and we're immune to the Spicy Spray, so I'm feeling pretty good here. We still have Scissor here. Now, I opted to do Swords Dance instead of, actually, trying to kill him with close combat, because I thought Volcarona would hit them both, but, that's the way the news goes. So now it is 3 versus 2, and their final Pokemon is Basculegion. Now, this is scary, right? Because we know Basculegion has Last Respects, I believe it's called, and it gets like a 50 potency boost on every move. I was using Basculegion a little bit in the Ghost Gym, the video before this, and I was like, man, this Pokemon is strong, but it wasn't really working with the Trick Room team, so I dropped it. But it is a strong Pokemon, and I'm kind of glad I didn't use it. So we're gonna go for some spread damage again. Another Sucker Punch comes out, but we survive it because of the burn. So we Bullet Punch, and that does not bring him as low as I thought it would. So Last Respects comes out. Bye-bye, Scissor. Scissor goes down, and now I'm worried, right? I'm like, oh, man, like, okay, Heat Wave's hit. So Heat Wave hits here. So now it's 2 versus 1, but it's 2 versus 1 against a Pokemon that can one-shot us easily, right? So Kingambit goes down, and this is where I'm getting worried. I'm looking at Volcarona like, dude, I know you have no health left, and I know this guy is a water Pokemon, but we have to try. And the villain themselves gets off the board, and they're like, leave it to me. But no, we're in a bad spot here. So I have a Focus Sash, so I'm like, okay, if they target Volcarona, you're going to sleep. If you target me, I'm going to survive and you're going to sleep. So they decide to target the villain. I guess they were afraid, right? And they probably thought I would protect, but I don't have protect on Pokerona because I'm an idiot. So we do fire dance here. Now I'm trying to fish for the 50% chance of boosting my attack by a stage, and of course with my luck we don't get it, but we do land the sleep powder. So now it's basically, if they sleep, we got this, right? We need them to stay asleep, and we're both gonna go in full. So we're gonna do air slash, and then we're gonna go in with another fiery dance. So they're still asleep, so I'm like, oh, thank Lord. Fiery dance. So we're still in danger because I didn't do that much damage and I didn't get the up. But then here comes the air slash. Bam. Brings them down to 2%. So now this is just a win-win situation here. If they last respects one or the other will finish them. So that's our first real challenger of the day. Fresh open the gym. Like we just opened doors and they came in ready to fight. So oh, good game. No badge for you, but hey, nice warm-up. Let's go to the next match. Alright, on to the next battle, and I am sorry that I sound so sick, you guys. I am still sick from the ghost gym, so they put a curse on me. Those ghosts, my Pokemon did not like me. But if you see here, we're going against a Cynthia team. So while I'm recording this, I'm just going to give you the time. I'm recording this, and the last gym that just came out was the grass gym. But I remember on the dark gym, everybody kept telling me like, hey, that person was using Cynthia's team. So now I'm always looking for it, and this is Cynthia's team again. Now, the game plan here, you could see me changing my mind. I'm like, what do I want to do? But I was thinking, okay, actually, Rock Slide is good versus this team, and Vivillon is going to be a good, it's just a good Pokemon. Now, I told myself when I started this one, I was like, let's just be scum and see like how annoying we could be with a villain. Like that was my goal here. So don't judge me, guys. I only did it for one game, but if we're gonna do a bug type gym and have this Pokemon on our team, I gotta taste this power for myself, you know. Like in the championship regionals just ended, and that guy was hitting some crazy sleep powders. So let's take a page from his book. So I'm looking at the first two, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect for me actually, because we can rock slide them both, and then we can put Spiritomb to sleep. Now I'm not sure what Spiritomb's here for, but I don't want to give them a chance to play. Like I know how tricky that Pokemon can be. So they detect with Glaceon, which honestly this is the first time I've seen Glaceon in this game, sad to say. So Rock Slide comes out, does pretty good damage, you know, it's spread damage, so it's not crazy. But we're faster, so of course Sleep Powder, and this sleep is always going to be guaranteed the same turn. So if you put somebody to sleep the same turn, they won't be able to do their move, they'll be asleep. But they have a higher chance of waking up the second turn, right? So we're gonna go for another Rock Slide. Excuse me, I am dying. And we are going to try to focus down this Spiritomb. So they take out Glaceon, and I'm like, okay, who are they sending out? Garchomp? No, they send out Milotic, and I'm like, ooh, Milotic, interesting. Now the damage we do to her isn't bad, and you already know that the villain's faster than her, so Spiritomb falls are still asleep, sadly. I know this guy is probably cursing my name. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna go and put Milotic to sleep as well, because why not, you know? So Spiritomb goes down. Milotic eats the berry. I'm like, okay, good for you, but I'm faster than you. And now Milotic is asleep. And now they automatically lose their turn because of it. So now I'm expecting, I know they have to be using Garchomp, and here comes Garchomp. If you're gonna be using a Cynthia team, obviously you're using Garchomp, right? So we're gonna try to get some flinches out and hopefully put Garchomp to sleep as well. Now they turning into a Mega. I'm like, Mega Garchomp. Okay, well, from the information you guys told me, it actually gets slower in its Mega, so I wasn't worried. I was like, okay, go Mega, that's fine. We're gonna do another Rock Slide. Milotic is almost out. I try to Sleep Power Garchomp, but of course, you know. Milotic wakes up, and I'm like, oh no. But then they flinched. I'm like, oh no. I felt bad for them here. So this gives me another opportunity to do another Sleep Powder. And I had a choice between Milotic or Garchomp, but I'm like, surely Rock Slide will take out Milotic. Obviously, I was wrong. But we're still the second fastest, so we were able to get the Sleep Powder out on Garchomp, which is probably more important because it's Garchomp. And it probably hits like a truck. So they do Muddy Water, and bam, it hits and lays out Cleaver on one hit. Super effective against rocks. So Cleaver goes down. But I'm not worried. That's our first Pokemon going down, right? And I still have Pinsir here. Now, the plan is I'm gonna put this Milotic back to sleep. Because how dare they take one of our Pokemon down. And while this Garchomp is asleep, I'm gonna use Lunge. Now, actually, I don't think I need to put them to sleep. They're at 2%. I think I end up Air Slashing or Pollen Puffing them to finish them. Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. There's no reason to put them to sleep. I could finish them with a Pollen Puff next turn. Now, I don't know what the Mega for Garchomp's special ability is, but I don't think it's Rough Skin anymore. So I go for Lunge. Does 50% damage, but more importantly, it drops their attack, and that's what we needed. Pollen Puff comes out, gets rid of Milotic. So now they only have 2 Pokemon left, and we have 3. So things are looking good. And Garchomp is still asleep. So here we go. We're in a good spot still. So I'm like, okay, Lunge did 50%. If I do another Lunge, surely that gets rid of Garchomp, and that's the plan. And then I'm going to put Glaceon to sleep. Just in case they're going for a Blizzard or something. So that one does significantly less damage, and I'm like, uh-oh. But we put Glaceon to sleep. But me going Mega with Pinsir puts me as a Bug Flying type, which means 4 times weakness, which means I got one shot even with those 2 attack downs. And they crit me, so I'm like, oh, great. So I gotta give it to this trainer. Even after all this sleep nonsense I put them through, they are still fighting. I have 1 Pokemon versus their 2. Now, Glaceon is down. Garchomp is probably the biggest threat here. Now, the good news here is that since Glaceon is sleep, Garchomp, if they do Earthquake, there's a good chance Glaceon gets hit. So it would be taking out Glaceon's health with mine, but I could take one, right? Then I would be able to beat him with just 1 Bullet Punch. Now, I Bullet Punch into Glaceon thinking that Garchomp was going to try to protect, but no, they go for Rock Slide. So I think what their idea was I was going to be slower than them, so they were going to Rock Slide and try to make me flinch, but it wasn't going to work. So at this point, I switch over to Garchomp because I'm like, okay, maybe we'll try to push Detect on Glaceon here and force an early Wake Up before I could do anything. So I Bullet Punch Garchomp, which takes out Garchomp. So now this is Glaceon versus Scissor. So this matchup is in my favor. Except Glaceon wakes up and uses Freeze Dry. And I'm like, oh no. Like, I was so worried. Like, am I freezing? Nope, I didn't get frozen. I'm like, oh, thank you. And you know what, though? I deserve to get frozen. I played this match as scummy as I could and kept the badge for them, so I feel horrible for what I just did, so I'm sorry. But Yeah, you will not be walking out of here with the badge. That is another trainer down to the bug gym. Don't underestimate the bug gym, guys. We will use whatever we need to get our win, okay? Just like bugs who scurry around and take advantage of whatever, we do the same. Let's go to the next one. Oh man, look at this team, dude. This match feels personal for me because I'm sorry, I'm like zoning out, but I'm seeing members like my ace members of my other teams on this team. They have the worm that I used on the steel gym. They have Zoroark that I used in the normal gym. They have a Alolan Raichu that I used for the electric gym. Garchomp that I used for the dragon gym. Heracross that I used for the fighting gym. This is personal. These are all my old Pokemon coming back to throw hands with me. And you know what? No, no, no. We can't lose this. And if you guys know the Pokemon anime too, like Heracross and Pinsir have some beef to settle. So I 100% brought Pinsir hoping that they bring Heracross, but there's a good chance they don't. So let's see. And speak of the devil, they start with Raichu and Heracross, and I start with Cleaver and, well, the villain. I'm just gonna call them the villain because that's what they are. So I'm expecting a fake out from the Raichu because that's what I would do. So my mission here is to try to put Heracross to sleep because I'm expecting the fake out on Cleaver. Either or, Rock Slide on Heracross is going to hit hard, so. But they have the fighting type to resist, so it's only going to be neutral damage, but it's better than nothing. So we throw out the Rock Slide, bam, and then I'm like, wait a second. It was a disguise, so I'm like, oh, how dare you. So these are two members of our team, guys. We have our Electric Raichu and our normal Zoroark from those gyms staring us in the face, and I'm like, oh, how dare you guys mock us. And they saw a Heracross from the fighting gym. I'm like, how dare you. So Hyper Voice comes out, the villain goes down, but this is perfect, guys, because remember what I said in the anime, Pinsir and Heracross has crazy beef for some reason. Even in Pokopia, these two are about to fight it out, so this felt like a canon fight. So if you're gonna go bug versus the bug gym, no, we're going all out. So we're gonna Rock Slide again, but this is where I'm gonna use Feint. So Heracross being a fighting bug, with our Feint on Pinsir and being a flying type, we should be able to break any protect he might try to set up here and finish him off. Cause yeah, and we have priority, so no matter what, we're gonna go first. So we use Feint. They didn't protect, but doesn't matter. It's a one-shot. 4 times weakness with the special ability on Heracross, or special ability on Pinsir, and Heracross goes down. And then Zora follows them. So I'm like, see ya, traitors. Like, you should have stuck with our team. Like, what the heck you guys doing here? So now we're expecting Raichu back, but we don't know who their last Pokemon is. And it's Earthworm, so their whole team were members of our old previous gyms. Isn't this kind of poetic? Like, so we're gonna go for another Rock Slide, and so you see on Pinsir, what I ended up doing was getting a Circle Throw, and I got Circle Throw specifically, so they do have Fake Out. So the Raichu did have Fake Out, they just didn't push it for some reason that first time. But that doesn't matter. So Raichu goes down, and now it is 3 versus 1. Yeah, because we lost Villain. Now, one thing I was afraid of was since my team was so physical and we weren't using like a scope lens or something that break through defensive walls, I put Circle Throw on not Circle Throw, Storm Throw on Pinsir, because that move is always going to be a crit. So no matter how many times they buff their defense with Iron Defense, we'll always be able to hit them with proper damage, like so. And even if he tried to do body press on us by raising his defense, we're a flying type. we're bug flying, so it's not gonna do as much as he thinks it is. So we have his back to the wall. We're gonna keep doing these rock slides, even though they're not doing anything. We might get a lucky flinch, but more importantly, we need to do Storm Throw to finish him off. So I like his shiny, actually. I might try to shiny hunt and get that shiny at some point. Is he in ZA? Maybe not. By the way, I have all Switch games, guys, so I'm gonna start playing more and just going out and getting my own Pokemon instead of using the gacha in this game, because golly. I'm starting to think like if I do like those goofy Pokemon Ranger verse videos, and once we're finished them, we can bring those Pokemon over into this game, so they live on. So we do Storm Throw one more time. They tried to stall a turn with leftovers, but it still lowers them down to 1%. So there's not much they can do here, and they flinched anyway. And I'm like, wow, like that last flinch. It was literally the icing on the cake here. You shouldn't have betrayed us, Worm. Technically, you're a bug too in form, maybe not in an actual typings. I'm actually surprised you're not bug still, but maybe that's for the best, because like we have way too many bug still. Well, not too many, but like Scizor and Forester or Fortress or something. And I feel like there's another one that I'm forgetting, but maybe I'm tripping. Anyway, Rock Slide comes out, and then Circle Throw. And bye-bye, Worm. GG. So, you guys, I did not abuse sleep this turn. I did not abuse sleep. So, we still gotta win. The Bug Gym gotta win with pride and not cheap tactics. So, no badge for you, man. We have not had to open our badge case yet, guys. I think we're doing pretty well. 3-win streak, like, don't underestimate bug Pokemon, man. I'm learning not to underestimate bug Pokemon. Let's jump into our last game. Okay, on to the last match. So, we got a pretty meta team here, and then I look all the way down and I'm like, what are you doing there? Who are you? So we've already fought Garchomp and Milotic and King Gambit, but we haven't come across the fake out merchants, Sneasler and Incineroar yet, so that's gonna be different. I'm not too worried about Meganium down there. I highly doubt they bring Meganium, I'll be honest. I'm expecting them to bring Garchomp, Incineroar, and Milotic, obviously, for Cleaver. And maybe Sneasler? I'm not too sure. Let's find out, huh? Oh, yes. 3-win streak. And we're going to make it 4. Alright, so they start with Garchomp and Incineroar. So I'm like, alright. Yeah, you bring out yours, I'll bring out mine. Now, the mission here is to sleep... I think I want to sleep Garchomp first here, but Incineroar is also a problem too. But Garchomp's Rock Slide is a big problem. But you're going to see me protect, because obviously Incineroar is going to go for a fake out, and then Garchomp comes with the Rock Slide and finishes Vivillon before they even get a chance. So we protect here. And then, as we thought, Incineroar goes for the fake out. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Rock Slide, so I'm the fastest. And it does pretty good damage to Incineroar, even with an Intimidate. So I'm like, okay. But not much to Garchomp. Now Garchomp throws Rock Slide back our way. So I'm like, oh man, no flinch, huh? But I avoided it. I was like, ha 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 ha. Nice try. Let's try to sleep you again. So with Garchomp sleep, that's like our biggest issue there, and we'll be able to focus down the other Pokemon to the right, and either Incineroar does parting shot to get out, or he flinches. Regardless, once Garchomp is asleep, we're gonna be able to really start you know, ramping up here. So Cinnamon Easter Citrus Berry, I'm like, figures, okay. Garchomp flinched, I'm like, nice. Sleep Powder, even nicer. The only thing that bothers me is Garchomp is faster than me, but it's not surprising. Now look at this, Lumberry! I was like, no! Out of all the games I played, of course the very last one would have somebody with Lumberry. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's dandy, because you know what? Focus Sash. So, even after all that, I'm fine. But I'm upset that I did not flinch the Incineroar there. But that's okay. I'm like, alright, you got out of one Sleep Powder. How about another one? We just need Rock Slide to do its thing, right? So, we're hoping for a flinch. If it gets flinched, then we can Sleep Garchomp again. And then Incineroar should get finished by the Rock Slide. But they switched them out, which is smart. And they bring in Miltank. And I'm like, okay. I'm just going to sleep you after I sleep Garchomp. So we hit them both. I'm like, okay. Expecting the flinch. Nope. Rock Slide. I'm like, oh man. And then Cleaver avoids it. Not the one I need to avoid it. I'm like, oh man. But you know what? That's okay. Hey, that's showbiz, baby. So villain goes down, and now we have two scary Pokemon in front of us. So I'm like, alright. You know what? My grandpa's out there alone. Who should I send? And I'm debating. And I'm like, no, let's go Scizor. Because Scizor can take a few of those Rock Slides from Garchomp, you know? So I'm going to try to Swords Dance here and get a little greedy and then try to get another flinch. I'm praying for the flinch here. And if they bring back in Incineroar, he's going to potentially live, actually, because they Intimidate. But so we do another Rock Slide. I'm like, okay, please somebody flinch. No flinch. Rock Slide back. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, Miltank flinch? And Miltank does Muddy Water and hits us both. I'm like, oh! I'm like, dude! Scissor's like, Grandpa! Like, oh, and Sunny, So, Grandpa's down. Now, Scizor, you guys don't know this. Scizor has a passive that when his family members die, he freaking flinches. Like, so he flinched to the freaking Rock Slide, so it takes away my Swords Dance. And I'm like, dude, what did I do to deserve this luck? And then I looked at the screen and I was like, oh yeah, I was abusing sleep, so I can't even complain. So let's fight it out. You know what? This isn't over yet. If we can get past these two, we could surely take out whoever's in the back, right? So I bug up, take out the wings. I do Faint on Garchomp just in case he tried to protect. And then I'm like, alright, Bullet Punch. That should finish him. 1. Ugh. I'm just like staring. Now Garchomp does Rock Slide. And Pinsir, just like he dodges. He's like, whoa, I just got here, buddy. You're not taking me out. I'm like, heck yeah. Muddy Water. Look at this. Scizor avoided that. I'm like, let's go team. Like, we got this, dude. We can do this, right? And then he crits me. And I'm like, oh. Okay. Is that how we're doing things? So check this. I know a Bullet Punch is taking out Garchomp, right? So I'm like, alright, I need to take out Miltank. If we can take out Miltank and you take out Garchomp, then it's 2 versus 2. We both have priority moves. We could potentially win this. So we're still in this, guy. So bam, Bullet Punch, Garchomp down, Rough Skin hurts. I'm like, that's fine. Who cares? Let's do this. Lunge. Bam. 4%. And competitive goes off. And my Pokemon just looked back at me like, I hope you brought some swim trunks. Because the Muddy Water hits us both and we are down, guys. Oh, a tough battle. That Pokemon will be feeling that tomorrow. But yeah, we lost the coach. Hey, you know what, man? Look. The badge is all yours, you know. I'm sorry for bugging you, you know. But no, I enjoyed this, guys. Like, I enjoyed this team and I enjoyed this video. Like, the bug team was probably some of the most fun, but maybe because it was so scummy, I was having that much fun. I mean, spamming rock slide to get the flinch plus the sleep, like it's just dirty times, dude. But hey, this is what you guys voted for, so bug type is down. I'm thinking next time I do this, I will probably try to use Forestras or whatever that Pokemon's name, and any other bug types that didn't make it into this one, I'll try to use. I'll try to use a Aquanid a little bit more too. But by that time, I'm pretty sure the next regulation will be out, so we'll probably have like even more choices. I also want to use Area Dose, but I might save that one for the Poison Gym. The Poison Gym has so many heavy hitters that I've been saving for it, so I'm expecting it to do well, but at the same time, I'm not much of a poison user, I'll be honest, but no, like I really enjoyed this. So you guys voted well. This was a fun challenge. I'm gonna put, well, at by this point the poll will probably be up, but you're gonna see whichever I choose next, and you guys just vote on that. And yeah, like if you guys like this content, like, subscribe. Sorry for being sick for 2 videos in a row, but I am recording these things pretty close to each other just to stay fresh and also try to get through all the types before the regulation resets. But you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think we only have like 15 days left in this regulation, and there is still fairy, ice, ground, rock, poison. That's 5. I think we still have 5 more videos, and there's no way in those 15 days we're gonna finish all the recording. So, if it goes into the next regulation, it goes into the next regulation. And our channel is growing fast, guys. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Like that is crazy. I really appreciate you guys coming in and checking out the videos and stuff. And please stick around because I promise you this Discord is happening. I know I've just been so busy at work, so like starting the Discord while being super busy, like I didn't, I want to give it as much attention as it needs when it comes out. I did post my code so you guys can add me in the game and we can try to set up some things on the weekend. Somebody said like, hey, can we live stream on the weekend and battle people? And I was like, oh, that seems pretty fun. I like to record or stream that for everybody and not just my own matches, but I like to watch you guys battle too. I think that'd be pretty fun. But let me know if you have any interest in that, like us is setting up like a gym fight club and just having some fun. And well, I just got a message, so I gotta get going. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.